Hello, happy Monday. Just thought it'd be a great idea to come outside today with what we've been landing and what's going on at the moment. We've had quite a big change in the weather here from this really lovely hot, dry aridness into well, we've all been living through a lot of resilience with what's been going on, and now we're coming into today. We've had really high winds and actually the threatening, well, it's actually raining in the background. So it's a really powerful time to do some of the energy work that's been landing. We're coming into the Mabon season, which is all about harvesting. And as many of you will know from what we've been doing, there's been a lot of sort of karmic clearing and releasing and stuff coming up that we were ready to let go of. And also, you know, round about now, there's a lot of people coming in with symptoms and stuff in physical that, you know, either we've manifested and created through thought process we've been having, or some of it through some intentional stuff that we've been doing. So hopefully, obviously, most of it will be the intentional stuff that we've been working with, harvesting our words and thoughts that we've been setting and intending throughout the year. And this is that time where it's really coming into fruition. But of course, there's also stuff that's coming up for us karmically that, you know, we've been wanting, intending to clear. So some of the shadow work aspects will be coming through now. And then also the other side is things that we maybe, you know, through our things we've watched and read and our own intentions sort of on a less conscious level that's been coming through for us that maybe we don't want so much of. So today is a good day for us just to lean in and work with the weather to help. Remember, you know, when we think about this logically, we are like just this really densely packed set of atoms that have densely attracted to one another in the form of our physical being, and our spirit is enervating that, and we're deeply connected and held on earth by the magnetism of that pull. So that gives us a sense of separation and individuation. But then equally, we are all unified by the fact that we're all similarly just different versions of those atomic clumps. So, and this is obviously my paraphrasing version for the sake of this video. And then what we're doing here is we're sitting in this sort of etheric mix of atoms that are displayed in different forms, some of them more sparse than other. And the weather is one such form of that sort of chi energy, the way things are going. And the weather is creating its own chi for clearing. And, you know, autumn, we're here, we've got apples on the tree, we've got flowers and petals, all of who are ready to shed stuff that's not with them. And, you know, for animals to harvest and live off. And of course, we do that too. So that goes back to ancient times. So let's just have some awareness and intention here today to, that's an even better shot, to connect with some of that. And so just now, an eyes open one is good for this, but you might find yourself moving between the two. So just feeling that wind starting to connect with you and your own atomic system of energy, your whole energy signature and system, and just giving a sense of allowance for this chi energy that's here externally to be influential in what is happening for you right now. So have that intention, just allow the flow of the weather system here to really clear and cleanse your auric field. And it's going to clear and cleanse it of anything that is ready to come in and land in your field right now. So it's going to bring in the stuff that you want and need right now, the stuff that's ready to harvest and drop into your lap. You know, any of those fruits that have been born on your wonderful tree, which is yourself in this instance, and to clear away anything that is heavy or dense that is not something that needs to be with you anymore. So those things get blown away. So just hold that attention. I'm going to just swing the camera around so you can see a bit more about the tree. It's a holly tree. Now, holly is the holy tree. So it's connecting us to holiest aspects out there of nature, and it's making us whole. It's got its beautiful red berries on. Below, honeybee who came along just as we started the session and sat on this hour. So just take 5 minutes to allow chi energy of this chi wind. Chi, Native American Indian, means wind. Big gusts. Give it a yield, like you're letting go when it hits. Take some deep breaths. And as you breathe out, feel the wind. Time it with the wind so the wind carries things away. You let go. Now it might be time to close off the eyes and really feel and lean into it internally. Start to imagine yourself receiving this powerful wind force. Your mind's eye, sense it blowing over your chakras, meridians, aura, gently, powerfully, knocking off any perfectly formed fruit to fall into your lap. Imagine you've got these big aprons all around you, almost like those olive collectors, and the sheets lie all around the tree. That fruit can fall into them, your fruit. Your creations can become manifest. Every gust, gently falling and landing in your place. Now you're feeling any of the dead wood, stuff that's been hanging about, a little bit rotten, not really doing anything useful, perhaps even creating energy to flow where it's not needed. To feel the wind loosening those aspects within your field. See them drifting off, blowing far away, carried off back to earth, knocked from your tree and carried a long way away, where worrying or troubling, it's going off in to become part of the beautiful countryside, decaying back to soil or feeding something that needs it. thing that's not needed by you or that isn't part of your purpose, destiny, and reason for being. So take your last few breaths, enjoying that feeling of release. Feel now the power of that wind. Allow it to empower you, for it to help you to become that standing tower. A standing tower of peace, and compassion, allowing that divine knowledge to land into your own personal sphere, bringing in the wisdom that resides over that peacefulness. And as we take back into the shelter, security of our own root chakra, no, you can start to gently get a feel. You don't need to rush to see what's landed in your nets. You can just start to allow that to come through to you in the next weeks and months. You've done the harvesting. That's the hard part. That's the first part to do. And we'll be doing that regularly in the next few weeks because this is the time of Mabon, which is the harvest. So it's a nice time for doing that. So we'll be doing various forms over the coming weeks to help to bring in, aligned with whatever else is also going on in the cosmos and whatever's going on collectively around us. And then we can each feed into that on an individual level. So sending out beautiful chi vibes for a peaceful and harmonious week to find your center, no matter what shadows may be forming for you right now. Sending love.